Hi everybody, so today I'm doing a makeup tutorial, hair tutorial, get ready with me kind of video. A lot of y'all have been asking how I do my makeup and hair in my videos, so I thought I'd make this. This isn't really my forte, so I'm gonna try my best. I thought I'd also make this a get ready with me video because whenever I do my makeup with my friends, you know, it's like a talking and makeup applying process. So while I do it, I'm just gonna tell you all random things and yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So to start, I take sunscreen by L'Oreal. It's an active daily moisturizer with SPF 15 and I just put my finger in it. I don't know how hygienic that is. And I apply that all over the skin because the sun is very bad for wrinkles. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get wrinkles any faster than I probably will with all my late night studying and bad eating habits, but I'm just going to apply some of my perfume. This is a Victoria's Secret perfume powder, and I think it smells so great. I don't know if they have it anymore, but it's like a little poof, and I'm actually surprised I still have any of this left. And then I'm going to take my Victoria's Secret Bombshell perfume, which goes really well with that powder perfume, and kind of put that around because smelling great is never a bad thing. I'm taking the Porefessional Primer. It's by Benefit. It's my favorite primer. Take a small-ish amount and I'm going to apply this all over, actually just in the center of my face where I have like pores and other disgusting things I don't really want to talk about. Now we can start with the bouncing. My favorite foundation is Born This Way. I'm in the color Nude. It's the perfect color for me, and this is the best foundation ever. I just take a bit on my really ratchet, dirty, need to get a new one beauty blender. Isn't this? Wow, this is actually disgusting. Oh well. So I'm gonna put 2 bumps on top. Let's see, what can we talk about? Well, whenever I'm with my friends and we're getting ready, you already know what we're talking about. I mean, it's not like all girls talk about is boys, but something about doing makeup reminds me to talk about them. Ever since I was 14 years old, I kind of had a boyfriend. I've had several until I was about 20 or 21 years old. So I was basically just in and out of relationships for 6 to 7 years. I just thought that was kind of how I was happiest. I'm a pretty energetic and happy person, so I feel like whenever I'm in relationships, I have a lot of love and energy to share. So being in relationships was always like really awesome for me. But I just feel like if you don't ever allow yourself to be single, you don't get to have that self-growth that you need. After I got out of my last major relationship, I was like 20 or 21, I don't remember. I'm 22 now. I'm so happy I've had this time to grow and realize what I want in life and focus on my own future and just be a little bit more selfish than usual. It's not like I've been lonely this whole time. I hang out with my friends and we go out. And I'm not saying that like you have to be single to realize any of these things. No, but in my case, I thought that it was very helpful. So now that the foundation is on and pretty blended, I'm going to take my Laura Mercier powder and apply this with the 187 brush by MAC. Don't you remember when this brush used to be really, really popular? Like 7 years ago, this was the biggest thing on YouTube. I don't know if any of y'all were on YouTube that long ago. I started my YouTube channel in 2007 and I've made videos, but I just kept deleting them because they weren't getting any views, so I assumed that they weren't very good. I'm happy that they're starting to become appreciated because I love making them. I use a lot of powder, just mainly like here and on eyes and nose. And I put my concealer after my powder because I have really bad under eye circles, and it doesn't matter what concealer I use, if I put powder on top of it, it will oxidize and you can see my under eye circles all over again, no matter how much concealer I put, no matter how awesome my powder is, and I just got powder everywhere all over my floor. Cool, that was only about $30 worth of wasted powder. Using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I have a review on this. It's like, I love beauty. It's like the biggest part of my life besides being in medical school. I'm just not very good at tutorials. but I probably will always keep a beauty component in my YouTube channel because it is a big part of my life. It is a big hobby of mine. So even though I may not be the best beauty reviewer, the best makeup artist, I still do it because I want to. Take my beauty blender and kind of bounce that around town. So anyways, back to what I was saying. The past few years I've just been going ham, and in the beginning I was going a little bit just overboard, probably because I was a little bit upset still about the whole thing. I literally will just be single until I find the right person. I'm so done wasting my time. I'm never gonna get married and I'm never gonna date anyone until that person is perfect. And I know there's no such thing as a perfect person. I don't mean that they are perfect. I mean like they're perfect for me. They have a whole bunch of qualities that I'm looking for now in somebody. And if they don't have them, I'm not giving them a chance. And that has been going on quite a lot. I'll go out and I'll meet a guy and he's so pretty, but he doesn't go to school, or he has a odd job, or he's mean to his friends, or my friends don't like him. I don't know, I'm so picky now. I don't want to be overly picky and just end up alone forever because I'm getting in my own way. But at the same time, I just don't want to waste any more of my time and don't want to lead anybody on or end up with somebody who I know isn't for me. You know, life is literally so short, and to waste it on wasteful people is just ridiculous, and I'm not doing it anymore. I also want to, I don't know, take dating a little bit more seriously. I've always dated someone not thinking about, yeah, I want to marry this person. No, I've never thought about marrying anybody that I've dated because, I don't know, I'm an idiot pretty much. I didn't really have a plan for anything. Oh, so by the way, I'm taking my Tarte Park Avenue Princess contour or bronzer, and I'm taking my brush by MAC. This is the 109, and I'm just contouring my face quite a bit. If I'm taking it more seriously, I want my parents to be kind of on board as far as like approving of the person I'm dating. So my parents have a few requirements of their own. I love my parents and they've done so much for me, so I'm gonna make sure I follow them, and they're not crazy requirements or anything. They could be a little bit extreme. Let me know what y'all think. So my parents, my dad has been divorced 4 times. My mom's been divorced once. Divorce or not being married is just something that my family does. But I'm a hopeless romantic. I really do want to get married and spend the rest of my life with somebody. My dad's requirements, or my dad's suggestions for the person I marry, is he would like the guy to be, his parents to be married. So the guy, my boyfriend's parents are married because my parents aren't married and they've been divorced quite a few times. So he thinks there's like a genetic component, and if I marry somebody whose family is prone to divorce, the genetic odds of us getting a divorce are really high, because maybe there's something about my personality where I'm less inclined to stay with somebody through hard times. And I agree with that because I think that that is true, but I wouldn't let that be. I've met a guy who was absolutely amazing and his parents weren't married. That wouldn't be an absolute, no, I'm not gonna give you a chance. But I do think that that's kind of important because I really want to date someone who cares or who values and has seen a good relationship, because I have it. So, so I just feel like that could be a strength he could have that maybe I don't. I'm gonna use the Cover FX Enhancer Droplets in the color Moonlight. Use my finger to blend it out. And now that all of my face makeup is ready or done, I'm going to set my whole face using this MAC Prep and Prime. So, and while that's drying, before I move on to my eyes, I'm gonna do my lipstick and my eyebrows. Eyebrows, I use Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in dark brown. I use MAC's Honey Love and MAC's Absolutely It lip liner. Looks like that. I kind of overline in the center of it to make my lips look more pouty. And it's only in the center, so you can't really see that I overdraw it too much. And then I go over it with this Honey Love lipstick. I feel like when I do my makeup, it's literally so transformative because I have no eyelashes and I have no eyebrows. Okay, so the eyebrows are done, and I'm going to move on to eyeliner. I personally use the Tarte clay pot in the color black, and you can see it's so empty. It's so empty because I am a black liner freak. I love a winged eyeliner on me. I think that it makes my eyes just stand out, and I don't know. This is the 266 brush, and I'm going to do a winged liner on each side. Okay, so the liner's done. Doesn't it just make the biggest difference? Ah, yes. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply primer. I'm gonna use the Clinique Chubby Lash and get that lower lash line. I'm now gonna apply some false lashes. I'm using the Lily lashes in Miami, and I'm going to be using my Esquito lash glue. Okay, the eyelashes are on, and I'm gonna move on to my hair now. For my hair, I just take a scrunchie and I part my hair into 3 sections. I'm gonna use my KQC straightener. It's really old. You hear all that squeaking? I've had this for 8 years. It is bomb. So back to what I was saying about my parents, what they would like in somebody. He also wants him to have a job, right? Not just like, I think both of my parents would prefer if this person was in med school trying to be a doctor. But my dad said basically any guy who just is working hard towards something, he just wants this person to be a hard worker, because it's more of a sign of his character than it is like his wallet. And I'll make my own money, so I just don't think of that as that important. I think deep down they both would like him to be a doctor because they were very excited for me to be a doctor. The only problem with that is, you know, how in the future, if we ever got married or had a family, there would be a lot of working and not a lot of free time for doing anything, pretty much. But it would be a good thing in the way that we would have a lot in common. So, I don't know. And my dad would also like this guy to be religious. Now, up until maybe 2 years ago, I was pretty much atheist. My dad's atheist too. And hardly anyone in my family goes to church or does anything related to God or getting close to God or religion of any kind. Well, I wasn't raised that way. I was actually raised, you know, the Big Bang Theory and string theory. Recently, I don't know what it is, even though there's so many things that tell me that it's not true. I just feel happier when I go to church, you know? I feel like I'm in a good place. I feel like I don't really get a lot of moral support to be a good person like I do when I go to church. It just feels right, even though it's not, I guess, logical to me. I still want to go because it feels right. My dad would like to, my future boyfriend relationship, he would like him to be religious, because then that would probably mean that he'll place more importance on the marriage. And oh my gosh, it's just making me think that why would anybody want to date me? Because I come from a broken home and I'm not religious, and I don't know. I have trust issues. I'm just a whole bunch of horrible things, and my parents want me to find somebody who's like a miracle person. And you know, that's kind of what I'll need. I'll need a miracle person to show me the way, because I wouldn't know how to do it by myself. He would like him to be religious, parents to be married, just mostly so that it could up my chances of my marriage being successful and not a failure. That would be like the worst thing on earth to me. Because I don't know, I love so hard. I just want to have fun and be adventurous and love you and tell you how beautiful you are. And to think that there's so many marriages that start that way, where you're just like so in love with each other, and then you end up just hating each other's guts, and you have kids, and the kids have to like switch between you because you literally can't stand each other. That is literally so heartbreaking to me. I don't want to be that way. I don't want to end up in a relationship like that where it just failed, because I don't want my kids to grow up that way. I mean, I grew up in a divorced family and it was fine, but I don't know, I just feel like it would be better if parents were obviously happy and together. And these days with social media, it's like everybody's just dying to get in a relationship just to say that they're in a relationship. It's not even about who we're dating, it's just for the pictures. It's just for the Valentine's Day present. It's just for the ring. It's not given the importance that it should be given, because this is the person that you might make children with. It's the person that you're gonna be with for the rest of your life. There should just be so much more thought going into it, and also people don't want to leave their relationships. I have friends who are literally just in such toxic relationships. They yell at each other, they cheat on each other, they hate each other, they fight, and basically their whole relationship is just fighting. It's not love, it's not respect, it's not trust, it's just fighting all the time. But they don't break up with each other because maybe they love each other, but also because they don't want to be single, because there's just so much negativity towards being single, or I don't know what it is. They'd rather be miserable and cheated on and lied to. It just doesn't make any sense. And it's just so sad because, it's just so sad. Because kids don't deserve that. They don't deserve to have, like, they don't get to decide what life they're pushed in. Think about the kid. Think about the children. Think about yourself. Make your life amazing and full of life and positivity. And it's absolutely possible that a marriage or a good relationship can be part of that and not a hindrance to that. It's absolutely possible. Even though I don't really know of a concrete example, I know it's possible in my heart to have a soulmate. Be so in love with them for your whole life, your whole relationship, and kids only make it better because that's how much you love them and you want to be with them forever. You want to make life with them. I don't know, I'm sounding so creepy. I just thought about this quite a bit. I don't know, maybe I'm just literally gonna be single for the rest of my life because I'm putting way too much thought into this. But honestly, I think that you know what? No, that's not true. There should be thought put into this. I'll literally have subscribers ask me how I tolerate being single, and there's just so many things wrong with that question. Basically, guys, what you need to realize is I'm a perfectly mentally stable, smart, and I think, you know, I mean, I'm not bad looking, and neither are you. You're smart, maybe you're mentally stable, hopefully, and you're beautiful, and there's nothing wrong with you if you're single. It just means you haven't found somebody who's blowing your socks away. Life is so amazing if you're in a relationship or not, and there's so much self-growth to be had when you are single, so do that and enjoy it. If somebody comes along, they can be added to your world, but build it now, regardless. And if you are in a relationship, just make sure that you're safe, that you're happy, and that person is doing everything they need to keep you. So let me just continue doing my hair really quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, the hair is done. I'm going to take some bedhead after party hair cream or whatever, and I'm going to put my flyaways down. But aside from the flyaways, I am all done. So let me know if y'all like it in the comments below, and I can do maybe some more beauty related videos. And also, please keep in mind all the things that I told you, all the things that I said. Make your own beautiful world, and then just invite people in it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope y'all learned something, and I'll see you in my next video per usual. Goodbye, everyone.